Hi guys, so I recently picked up this Teddy Time Crafting with Hunkydory magazine. So basically what happens with the magazines, I did a whole haul video on this, is that they come with a bunch of extra things so you can make some cute stuff, toppers and all these things. This one happened to come with a ton of items. And it did open this way. So if for some reason I can link this to like one of the companies I usually have, affiliate relationships with, I will do that. That might be Ecstasy Crafts. With them, you get 10% off your purchases. If you just use my link, it'll kick in. But if for some reason it doesn't, there's also a code there. I think it's a VianneyCreates, but I could be wrong. So just definitely check out in the description box. Obviously, somebody had mentioned HSN stopped carrying Hunkydory stuff, which is kind of funny because Ecstasy Crafts fulfilled those orders. So I don't know what's going on there. Obviously, Craft Stash, scrapbook.com has people say Paper Wishes has stuff like that. I don't have any relationship with Paper Wishes or with Hunkydory Crafts themselves. So you can always order from them. I will say in the US, you need to spend about $203 currently, the way the conversion rates go, to get free shipping. So basically 150 pounds. So whatever that ends up in the conversion for that day, that's what you have to hit to get free shipping. Otherwise, the shipping's $13, which isn't bad. So, I mean, that's up to you. So, I did get this. This is Crafting with Hunkydory, number 83, issue 83. And of course, there are tons of, a lot of inspo in here. They have kind of like recipes, like let's say this one's just called Fabulous, I guess, Fabulous has no age, but they're, you need decorative tiles, this and this, you need this. Stick a 6 3/4 by 4 3/4 piece of Mary card onto the card blank, and the card blank, I guess, is a 7 by 5 card blank, and then they kind of go through from there. They're not showing you every single step, but, they explain it well enough. Like, this is cute. I feel like this is very bare, but also, this is huge. It's an 8-inch card base. I'm not going to be making that. But, you can get inspo from all the things in here, right? They're showing you how to make a cute little box. Actually, I just ordered Blushing Blossoms. That's funny. Literally today. They just came out with their Christmas blockbuster, which I knew that was coming out. So I just had some things in my cart waiting for them to launch that and then, go ahead and check out. So that's what I did. But a lot of times, again, if you want to shop more stateside, with everything that's going on right now, like just to make sure everything's good, you get your stuff and maybe you don't have to pay tariffs at your door or whatever. They will have those things stateside, and it's usually through for me, I usually get through Ecstasy Crafts. But anyway, but it might take a little while. I don't know if they launch today also, super cute. I mean, like the card like this is very adorable. So they do stuff like this. It's very interesting. Maybe we can do something like this. It's different. It looks like this is a 5-inch card base, so we can do that. Turn a card blank into Easel card, but with the easel folding upwards instead of down, rather than down, and use mirror card to cover it all, adding printed cardstock to each section. She strengthened the outer topper, So maybe we'll do something like this, because she didn't really say what she did, but other than it's a backward easel. So I'll leave this page open. I already did a whole, unboxing of this stuff, so today we're just going to get to it. Oh, I guess what I was going to say as far as the affiliate links, if you use those links, that means I'll make a small commission, so thank you for using them, if you would like. We do have these cute papers. I thought I ordered some other papers that go with it. If I did, let me grab them. I don't recall. But a lot of times when they have their magazines, they also have other paper packs that you can pick up that coordinate. So we have this stuff, and we have all these little cuties. There's inserts. There's decoupage guys. On the back of the decoupage guys, maybe you don't like that kind of thing. You have pattern paper. Super cute. And then the toppers. I mean, how cute are these? A lot of these things, to be honest, aren't anything that has anything to do with my life, but they are very cute. So maybe, just to have an idea, maybe we'll do this one here. Oh, the little rock star guy's cute. Oh my goodness. I do have a little birthday coming up. I don't know. That's hard for me to decide. Maybe we go... Oh my gosh. These are all so cute. Okay, we'll do the little rocker guy. I'm going to bring out the whole thing. Again, I like to pull them towards me. And then we'll have some of the other sentiments in a minute. So we do need to make a card base. I'm going to go and see if I did buy another pack of cardstock, because this is all we have here, and that's fine. But yeah, I'm going to need some more. So I'll be right back. it looks like I just ran out of extra heavyweight white cardstock. So I guess I'll use this cream color, which is fine with the browns and stuff. And yeah, I did pick up another pack of, well, not another, but a pack of Teddy Time cardstock that coordinates with what's going on in here. So that will work. We'll make a 5-inch card also, just because that's a little more mailable here in the US. So I need this to be 5 by 10. This is 11 inches, so I'm going to cut 1 inch off this side. I'm going to cut off this side, especially because my corner is a little bit crunched there. And then a couple things. So we're going to score this at 5. And I'm just going to score it at 2.5 also, just right down the center. I don't know. I mean, why not? So 5 and 2.5, or 2.5 and 5, however you want to do that. And so you can imagine that this card is going to fold in half. And I want to do that in a nice way. So right in half the 5 inches, and then back this way, which is always interesting because that means you really have to decorate everything, because you can imagine you send this to somebody and only this top part is decorated, the bottom looks plain, and then this side kind of shows. So we're gonna decorate this, and this bottom part. Okay. I don't want to waste my cute pattern paper, but I do, you know, Hunkydory does a lot of gold. So I think I'm gonna matte layer with some gold and just do something similar to what we're seeing here, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same. So let me find some gold paper. I just recently ordered more Hunkydory gold because honestly I'm running low on it. So I'm going to use gold from like this Crafter's Companion paper that I have. But it's okay, it coordinates enough. This gold is a little more yellow. I don't know. But I have all these pieces. So let's think about this base piece I want to do. If it's a 5-inch square, I'm going to do 4 7/8. I like 8s. They do quarters a lot. So if you want to do quarters, you know, whatever is your preference. So I'm going to do 4 7/8. By 4 7/8, of course, for that bottom one. So again, 5 by 10 scored at 2.5 and 5 inches. So this is going to matte layer in here. And then we should have some cute, you know, pattern paper. I mean, I cut up the paper that came in the magazine, but I have a ton of this paper and I don't mind using it. There's usually one sheet of each color or each style. So that's kind of different, but it does say 8 different foil designs, each on 2 different colors. That's what they're doing here. So there are 16 different pages. So something to think about. So if you want to order more than one pack, I think that's kind of what I end up doing. But let's see. Like that's the little rock star guy. You know, you have the little paint, you have the stars. I think he kind of goes with the stars, doesn't he? Let's do the red stars for that one. So I did 4 7/8, so I'm gonna do 4 3/4. If you want to gut this, because no one's seeing that anyway, go for it. I have plenty of this paper that I'm not going to be doing that. So 4 3/4. So 4 3/4. Okay. So this bottom matte layer, again, you're just matte layering 5 inches. So whatever you like to do for that, do that. Okay. Yeah, so then these pieces are 5 by 2.5, right? Both of them are. So do I have enough here? Oh, I think I do, to do some matte layering. So I'm going to do 4 7/8 again. I could have cut the whole thing at 4 7/8 to begin with. By 2 3/8, because it's 2.5 and I like 8ths, right? So 2 3/8. And I'm going to cut one more just this size. Okay, I had another piece in my stash that was almost exactly that size, so I just had to cut a little bit from that. So we have 2 of those. And then what do we want to matte layer those with? The same color, something else, something contrasting. I mean, whatever it is that you like. I do have, again, we have those cute papers. I think I'll reserve some of the papers for this other thing. So maybe this top part we do in the blue. We have blue stars too. So if I'm going to do that, I don't want to waste this paper. So let's think. I love when I have to think like this because let's just do the 5-inch, so 4 7/8. That'll make it easier for me. 4 7/8 wide, and then instead of 2 and you know, not 2.5 or 2 3/8, this time we're gonna do 2 1/4. I need 2 of those. 2 1/4, and 2 1/4. I know there's more paper that I need to mess with, but for right now I have a lot of things going here, so let me put some of these things away. We'll glue down those matte layers and then keep working. Okay, so we chose our topper, and I might keep it all together. This one doesn't have a middle gold piece, because a lot of times with Hunkydory they do have another piece that's right in the middle that's gold, but this one goes from one to the next. So I think we'll just use the whole thing, so let's just leave that alone. So right now, I'm just going to use this guy. Why not? Again, definitely gut these if you feel like you want to save a little bit. I'm lining up as many edges as I can, the 3 sides, to make that look good. Sometimes when I watch Hunkydory, it's so funny. One of the girls, I don't know their names, but like enough to, I know like Anne-Marie or Kat, but there's this one lady that has curly hair, and it's always just kind of wild. She applies that tape that you take the back off. She never really sticks it down with her hand. She just kind of like goes like that, and when she tears it over here, this is where it sticks. But the rest of it, she leaves it, and it just, I'm like, I would love for her to smooth it. You know, is that weird? I know sometimes people get like weird about things. Apparently, that's what happens. Like on TikTok, somebody will color something and they'll leave something wrong, or they color it wrong, so upset people to get clickbait, I guess. And I'm like, why? And I'm not saying that's what she does, but it's so funny because I guess there's things that you see and you're like, ah. So I was like, I would love for her to smooth it with her hand, and she doesn't. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Something happened. Oop, 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 oop. I might have to, ooh, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to do this with eyeballing it. I mean, I probably could bring it to my trimmer, but that was quite a bit off. So I'll measure the other one before I stick it down. I mean, even that, look at that. What is happening? You guys probably saw me cut it wrong for sure. I'm like, what's going on? You're like, yeah, you cut it wrong. Ooh, now I'm way over, but you know what? That's okay. I'm going to cover that up. So what is going on? Let's see. Oh, that's what happened. Sorry, guys. I should have cut this at 4 3/4. Ay, ay, ay. 4 3/4, guys. Okay, 4 3/4. I am so sorry. Again, whatever matte layers you like. You know, to begin, they were 2.5 by 5. Do whatever it is that you want for that to work. I normally would have cut that, you know, somewhere else better, but sorry, I had to kind of do it right then and there, which is not great, but that's all right. I'll put that one at the bottom because you don't really see that bottom one, but you kind of do. So I'll put this down here and like this. You don't see it that much. Okay, that'll be our bottom layer. Sorry. So again, matte layers for the 5-inch one, I did 4 7/8 square, and then I did 4 3/4 square. For these guys, the matte layers should be 4 7/8 by 2 3/8, and then that's it. And then the next one should be 4 3/4 by 2 1/4. So sorry, guys. But I think hopefully in your journey you already know what kind of layering you like. If you like 1/4 inches, then you're going to be different anyway, right, to begin with, than what I'm saying. It feels so sturdy because this paper, the paper they give you is like 350 GSM. It's already super thick, and then you're layering it up the way we are, and it just is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Then we need this guy to sit on something, right? And so I guess I should start with the cream colored cardstock. So this is 5-inch square. I'm going to have to grab another piece of cream colored cardstock because that's like right on there. We want it to be bigger. Should we do a 3-inch square? A 3-inch square? How big is this guy? Oh, he's already 3.5. 3 3/4. So let's say 4-inch square. So I'm going to cut a 4-inch square piece of the cream colored cardstock that was just from my stash. Okay, if we have a 4-inch square, then you can imagine if we're using the gold, then we want, at least I do, a 3 7/8 inch square that's cut out of gold paper. So I will do that next. And then the next thing, you know, we can use some of that cute pattern paper. So a lot of times those card papers, I really just want to keep them the way they are because they are essentially card bases. So, you know, if you cut into it, you're basically getting rid of one of your card bases that you could be using. But like this one's kind of plain, you know, it has little buttons. This one has like some little funky stuff going on. It's not my favorite, so maybe that's the one I use. Like this would be really cute to kind of do some fussy cutting and stuff. This one has the little stars on it, of course, that coordinates back with everything, but I want to use this one, I think. So I'm going to cut it from this side. And we said 4 3 7/8, so 3 3/4 is what I'm looking for on this one. And then, you know, I still have this whole thing to do like another card front or whatever with, right? And I want this kind of crazy piece. So 3 3/4. It's actually kind of small. That's cute. Hold on, let me see. I might manipulate this better in a different way because you're not using that much of that. And then this guy will be on top of that. I mean, you don't really see any of that, which I guess is fine. I mean, what are you gonna do? Okay, so 3 3/4. Okay, so I'm not gonna bore you guys, but we have the 4-inch, 3 7/8 inch square. I'm just gonna tape down, and then 3 3/4 inch square that I'm gonna tape on here. I was kind of willing to manipulate that. I guess it doesn't matter because just however we're gonna turn it, but I'm gonna glue those together. Okay. Okay, so I recently ran out of my 3D adhesive, like the roll. I have another one I can start, but for right now, I do want to pop this up, and maybe we'll do it that way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, the very smallest amount of that shows. So like, what are you gonna do? And then also I'm looking at it this way because that's what I'm used to, but it's gonna go this way. So something like that. Again, this guy was pretty small. I mean, we can take that frame off if you want, but I do want to keep the frame. So I do have some of this Gorilla tape foam. I guess it's not. It says the original super glue. Super glue. It's not the other one. Got it from the Dollar Tree. Haven't really used it yet, so I'm like, maybe we'll use it on this project. So have you guys used this stuff? Let me know. Maybe it's SFE, maybe it's not. I love how the tape goes all the way around. the initial tape that holds it. Oh my goodness. Why? Oh, that's weird. It didn't stick to it, so I guess that's smart, but it is just a ton of it. I need to put that down right here. And again, I'm keeping the frame and everything, so it is a little bit claustrophobic, but that's not the biggest problem here. And what I'm doing is I'm placing them in a way that this little frame won't fall out, right? Even if it gets a little bit, obviously, older. So I'm supporting it with these. And I'll take the backs off and all that. I'll be right back. Oh, I want to say the lady on Hunkydory with the curly hair is Rebecca, maybe? Does that sound right? I don't know. That sounds right to me. Anyway, it's just so funny. So it's just, you know, everyone crafts differently, and she just always leaves it kind of hanging there. The sticky stuff. Okay. So I'm going to turn this over. And again, this goes here. It just feels so weird to me, so I'm always like, I want to put it down here for some reason. That'd be weird. Okay. I'm going to use a wet glue because, again, unless you tear it, it's not going to come away. So let's put wet glue like about halfway down because we know half of that's going to stick. I'm going to close this. And I mean, there's so much more you can do with this. So I'm going to put it right centered just so it looks nice when it comes out of the envelope like this, you know. It looks like, oh, yeah, it's nice and centered and it's very cute. Actually, it looks like a little stage, like curtains, and then the bottom part. I don't know. Okay, that looks pretty good, right? This is very scary to me. I feel like if I let it go, it's going to move. So I'm going to put some weight on top of it. And then all we're going to do is add a stopper. Oh, gosh, I don't want it to move. Oh, you know what? Duh. Okay, let's do this. That way I can see what I'm doing and if it moved at all. Okay. I don't know if it moved too much. If it did, I want to just move it just a little bit that way. Okay. So that will be that. And then we're just going to have a stopper. Now you can decorate your stopper. You can do all kinds of things. You know, you have all these little cuties. These guys are adorable. Again, if you don't want to cut them up, but it'd be really cute to make, like, I don't know, just to throw them on your card. Love all this, you know, just for you. Oh, you're my number one. How cute are those? To a super strong guy. Have a fun time. Enjoy your day. I'm looking for like a happy birthday kind of thing, which is fine. But let's see if we can Drop the mic, you're how old? Oh, that is cute. But I took it from this one first. Yeah, so let's do that one. And then time to rock out. Look at this little guy. Oh, I totally missed him. What? That is adorable. Okay. I feel like this guy needs to make an appearance, but I don't think he can on this card. If I had noticed that guy, I would have just put the whole thing revolving around him. Because we have this guy, so that's fine. You know, maybe I don't want that one. Maybe, A special happy birthday to you. I know this one goes more with the gamer one because of the colors, but like this is cute. I don't think that's... So maybe we still put that one there. Oh my gosh, that little guy is so cute. I mean, that is kind of fun though. Because this is the kind of thing they would do. They would add 2 or 3 or 4 of these, you know, they don't care. Maybe just time to rock out. This little guy. Right? And again, should I pop that up or just let it sit there? I think I'll just let it sit there. We don't have to get too crazy. So maybe a little glue on the back of this. And then we have time to rock out, which is very cute. Cute. I would have liked the little singer guy better, to be honest. Oh well. And then some dimensionals on this guy. Oh, if we're talking about, you know, having things done a certain way, you know, I was peeling them from here and I grabbed one right there. Does that bother anybody? Why would you do that? Let me grab these. And, I mean, this can be on the side, to be honest, and I think I will. Just because I think that looks cuter. Just to be a little more over here. A little bit off to the edge. And I guess I can put this away because it has nothing to do with anything anymore. Let me clean up just a little bit and we will take a look at our reverse easel fold card. I don't know what to call it. Oh, sorry. As I'm cleaning up, it does say on this is from the dollar store, guys, the original super glue. It says double-sided acid and lignin free, photo safe. There you go. So, very good. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was just putting all this stuff away. It does come with an embossing folder. Again, right now, Hunkydory themselves are not going to send things that they manufacture in China then to the US because of the tariffs. But that was already in there. I don't know if they just snuck it in there. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm happy to have it. So it's there. But if you do try to add masks or stencils or dies to your order from Hunkydory, .co.uk, whatever it is, they're not going to send it to you. So they'll take it off your order. They're not going to charge you and then not send it to you. They'll take it from your order. But anyway, okay, so you guys, and you know, I didn't even think about that. Maybe I would tuck this a little higher so you don't see it until you open it up, but it doesn't bother me. That's not a big deal. You know, if you want to put some little gems, some little pearls, some whatever, he's very cute. It says time to rock out, and then a special happy birthday to you, right? Cute. Again, you don't really see this bottom part. Maybe that's where you want to write your message. I don't know. But again, on the back, a lot of times they have inserts or just right on the back. However you want to do that. But that is essentially how that card is supposed to work. And so that's the one that we took and adapted for the little teddy bears. And then this is what it looked like, or at least the inspo I had. So, you know, they had it further back, you know, obviously different papers. They matte layered all the way to the edge where I did, I left a little cream colored edge. So, you know, whatever it is, but that's the technique, right? So hope that was fun for you guys. That was fun for me. I will have images coming up. I'll have links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.